Hi everyone. Today I'm very pleased to share with you the latest information that I have regarding a new paradigm of math. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to watch the interview of Joe Rogan with Terrence Howard. But if you haven't, please I invite you to check it out. I would like to share with you what I got from this video. So I'm going to paraphrase pretty much all his sharing, but in my own words, just to try to make it succinct. It's super deep, but it's actually, it's super long. It's a 3-hour interview, but I'm just gonna share very briefly my points. I'm gonna start from the end. The end is what are the implications of this knowledge, and if us as human beings were to apply it. What are the implications? The implications are that we are going to have free energy, and we are going to have the opportunity of using devices that are anti-gravity, so like the UFOs, but actually that's going to be our natural venue. There are not going to be any more hungry people, there are not going to be any more sick people, and there are not going to be any more cold people and homeless people on the streets suffering. Why? Because the status quo would totally change if we are actually connected to what I perceive is the real math that computes with the universe, instead of going against it as the powers that be at this particular moment have made us to believe. They have made us to believe in Newtonian laws, and they have even made us to believe in Einstein, and that is my point. I have always been fascinated with physics, and how I've always asked myself the question how the universe works. And this particular sharing of this interview and other videos that I have been researching for a while already bring me to this point to want to share with you, and I'm gonna be succinct. It's very profound. It's actually spiritually profound, because at the end, the summary of it all is that we are all one, and that God is I, and I am God. So, from the mathematical point of view, Einstein lied to us. Lied, or we don't know if he did it on purpose, which is more likely the case, but maybe this is what he said. He said that the speed of light was the fastest speed that a particle could achieve, and that is mistaken. We already know they are quarks, and at the subatomic level, they are, the speed of light is puny like that. So first of all, the speed of light can be broken. Quarks go faster than the speed of light if you go into quantum mechanics. That's one of his first mistake. The other mistake is that he, in his E equals mc squared, that's actually not the whole truth, because he left out of the equation the ether, which is the medium in which all of this beautiful existence is manifested. So what is the error here? The error is that all the, even Pythagoras and Aristotle and Plato were wrong, because they came up with mathematical equations and an approach because they were seeing the existence of the universe as a flat plane, meaning a two-dimensional. So all calculus and all mathematics and physics that I learned at university I wasted my freaking time. Because in reality, they are leaving out what is most important, and which is that the universe is not linear, it's not two-dimensional, it's three-dimensional. Flat, a straight line doesn't exist in the universe. The speed of light is not the highest one, and gravity doesn't exist. Like Newton says that gravity is a constant. Gravity is not a constant, it's a coefficient. And gravity changes from the North Pole to the South Pole. And it changes from planet to planet. So no, it's not a constant. And it doesn't exist. Gravity is just the aftermath of the electromagnetic field. So all this math that we have been following so far is bullshit. We have to take in account from now on that all the universe moves in waves. You know, all the universe is in motion. It moves in waves, and all the waves have curvature. So that changes the equation. So it is fascinating to me to understand that the universe works in a fractal way with sacred geometry, and that the highest fractal way of all is the flower of life. So I don't have a picture, but I have my tattoo over here. So if you see over here, that's the flower of life. So in every single little node that you see there is called the angles of incidence. And if you see the flower of life and physics as it's supposed to be, with the grand unified field equation that takes in account the ether and deletes the number 0 and deletes the square root of 2, that's another rabbit hole. But if we actually look at the universe as it works naturally in waves, the universe, the form, the physics of the universe, of the entire existence in all dimensions, is the flower of life, and they intertwine. And in the angles of incidence, that they always go at 120 degrees, then there is no gravity there. And that's what we call the, I have my note over here. It's called the Schwinger. It is the Schwinger limit, and it is in quantum electrodynamics. The Schwinger limit is a scale above which the electromagnetic field is expected to become nonlinear, and that also includes the deletes the mass. So pretty much we have the capacity, applying this science, we have the capacity to, through these nodes that are actually portals, to travel interdimensionally through the web of space and time that actually doesn't exist. My point is, if we were to apply these new concepts in mathematics and in physics, taking in account that gravity is just an aftermath of the electromagnetic field, taking in account that the number 0 doesn't exist, taking in account that math and the universe is not linear, everything moves like the flower of life, and the whole universe is the flower of life, and it expands outward. Everything expands in the universe outward as a sphere, but it has a limit. So that's another story. My point is, we have the capacity, we could have the capacity to travel off Earth. We have the capacity to travel off Earth. We have the capacity to heal. We have the capacity to rejuvenate. We have the capacity to we have the capacity to go with the flow of the universe. I'm gonna have to cut this video because, okay, I'm shooting over here on a beach and there is a drunken person going behind and messing up the energy. Precisely, a freaking demon trying to stop me from telling you that if we see the flower of life and the interconnection of all the particles at all levels, we understand that we are all one, and that God is I, and that I am God because I am a fractal of it. And that fractal is called the linchpin. I invite you to do your own research, and thank you so much for listening. I love you all. Peace.